I'm Roger Moore, and this is Hypnosis Health Info. And still here on Salt Spring Island vacationing. It's just been another absolutely glorious day here on the island. And beautiful weather and incredible views. And a little bit ago there was a buck, actually still up there, a buck up and laying on the rocks in the woods. And had to go up and get a photo of him. And as I was picking my way up through the grass and across the rocks and kind of having to step over and take some big steps and up and over rocks and walking very cautiously, and I stopped for a moment and I turned around and looked and could see that, I could just barely make out through the grass where I had walked. There was, a few footsteps here and there, grass that was kind of broken, but overall it was pretty difficult to see exactly where he'd walked, and particularly in stepping across the rocks, I couldn't really tell there. And went up and got close enough to get a photo of the buck, and turned around. And as I was walking back, I got to thinking about hypnosis and how the mind works, and you may know that I talk a lot about self-hypnosis and the importance of using self-hypnosis. And I realized that, when you walk through a path like I did today, or make a path like I did today, I walked there once, and you could barely see that where I had walked, versus a path where people walk all the time. And that's kind of like how our brain works. You have a thought, you have a goal. Maybe you set out to lose weight, or stop smoking, or increase your income, or create a relationship, and you have the thought. And maybe you do a few things. Maybe you buy some healthy food, or maybe you go to the gym, or you look online at the dating service, but that's pretty much it. You never follow through on it again. And quite honestly, you never see where you'd been. There's no neurons that are created in the brain, no pathway that's created in the brain that connects you to your goal. It was a thought, it was a nice idea, but you don't follow through on it. Versus if you use a tool like self-hypnosis, and several times a day, every day, you start giving yourself suggestions about letting go of the weight, or about being free of smoke, or about exercise, or living healthy, or creating mutually loving and healthy and happy and dynamic relationships, or whatever your goal might be. Well, pretty soon you start creating a trail, and where you can see more and more where you've walked through, and it becomes more and more hardwired in the brain, and it's our unconscious mind is like the glaciers that created these islands and all this water out here that cut these channels that you can see by the striations in the rocks, the power of that. And our subconscious mind is even more powerful than that in terms of the path that it can create. That you can take your goal and use self-hypnosis and start creating those pathways in the brain where it becomes, instead of just a thought, where it becomes so powerful, it becomes like a superhighway, where you have bridges, where you have the path, you have the trail blazed, and it becomes an automatic action where you do start acting in a healthy manner to let go of the weight, or you do start breathing clean air and no longer use tobacco and nicotine to soothe yourself or comfort yourself, or as a habit, where you can create and do what you need to do to be that loving and respectful and happy, healthy relationship. That's the power of using self-hypnosis, is you tap the power of the unconscious mind. And I said it's more powerful than the glaciers that cut through here millions of years ago and created these beautiful islands and all this water in the waterways. So look at my other suggestions or other blog posts, and you'll find posts on power minutes and written suggestions and how to use the light switch, and I'll put them in the blog post that goes with this video. I'll put the connections there and follow through on those, and also go to hypnosishealthinfo.com and click on Power Minutes, and there's written information there on how to use self-hypnosis, how to give yourself written suggestions, how to use power minutes, and start using your subconscious mind to its fullest capacity. It's a powerful tool, and instead of just having a thought and not following through on it, build that highway. Use the glacial power of your subconscious mind and forge that path that allows you to achieve what it is that you say you want to achieve in your life. Well, it's a beautiful evening, and I'm going to go get dinner started and sit on the deck tonight and watch the sunset and see if any more whales come by and any otters or dolphins, of some pretty amazing jellyfish and starfish out here, and just see what's out here tonight. You have a great day, and this is Roger Moore in Hypnosis Health Info.